Hello, I'm Lauren Green, and welcome to Bias Bash. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump has claimed to be in the midst of a, quote, routine audit of his tax returns, which is allegedly preventing him from releasing them to the public, as presidential nominees usually do. The New York Times may have the story, though, that could answer a lot of America's questions about the real estate mogul's finances. Cal Thomas joins us today to give more information. Cal?
Hello. Hi, Lauren. Well, yes, the New York Times and the Washington Post, front page, think they have a story that will bury Mr. Trump. They obtained, and Trump says they did it illegally, his tax returns for 1995, on which Trump claimed a $916 million loss, thus avoiding having to pay any taxes over several years. The newspapers say his deductions were not illegal, but they play into the narrative of the media and their liberal colleagues in several ways. First, there's the notion, promoted by the media, that government needs more money. In fact, the government has spent us into a nearly $20 trillion debt from which there will be no escape unless there is substantial economic growth and spending cuts. Second, it plays into the media and the Democrats' envy, greed, and entitlement culture, and the notion promoted by Hillary Clinton and all Democrats that the rich don't pay their fair share. They never tell us what they consider a fair share to be. Is it 50%, 90%, or do they want it all? And third, since Trump's records were illegally obtained, will there be a media investigation of the leakers? Of course not. Will there be an investigation by the IRS and Justice Department? You must be joking. This is typical Democrat and media playbook. When Barack Obama ran for the Senate from Illinois, his campaign illegally obtained the sealed divorce papers of his opponent, Jack Ryan. Those papers sank Ryan's campaign. Without them, Obama would likely never have been a senator, much less president. Did the media investigate how those papers got into Obama's hands? Do you have to ask? And it's worth remembering that the Times refused to publish a trove of hacked emails between climatologists in East Anglia, England, which included worries that their bad science and attempted cover-up might cause people to doubt man-made global warming. The Times refused to publish the data because it had been hacked and was never intended for the public eye. And yet, it reverses itself when it comes to the private tax returns of Donald Trump. Instead of focusing on how much Trump does or doesn't pay in taxes, why don't the media focus on how the government wastes and misspends the money working Americans send to Washington? That's the real story, but you won't hear it told because to the media and the left, government is God, and the rest of us are to put our money in its collection plate, Lauren.
Interesting stuff. You know, you say, though, the Times is hiding something that might make it look bad. Is that right?
Yes, indeed. Forbes magazine reported, and Breitbart.com shared it over the weekend, for tax year 2014, the New York Times paid no taxes and got an income tax refund of $3.5 million, even though they had a pre-tax profit of nearly $30 million. In other words, their post-tax profit was higher than their pre-tax profit. The explanation in their 2014 annual report is, quote, the effective tax rate for 2014 was favorably affected by approximately $21.1 million for the reversal of reserves for uncertain tax positions due to the lapse of applicable statutes of limitations, unquote. Well, if you don't think it took fancy accountants and tax lawyers to make that happen, read the statement again, Lauren.
I think I'll get my lawyer to read that statement. My goodness, that's a lot. Thanks so much, Cal.
Okay.
If you want to hear more media analysis on the week's top headlines, catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.